for centuries, scholars have been asking themselves, how much cocaine is too much cocaine? Stephen King and Maximum Overdrive attempt to answer that. Well, look at us. We're finally getting around to Maximum Overdrive. We're midway this film and we decided to play a little drinking game. Anytime we hear Yeardley Smith say, Curtis!
What is going on? I don't know!
You know what? I don't even know what the fuck this movie is about. What is going on? Ooh, zowie! Alright, Philip, I am in the exact frame of mind I need to be. What is this movie about? What is this movie about at all?
Commissioner Gordon, Lisa Simpson, and Coach Bombay are trapped in a gas station for a week or so because machines have taken over the world.
Yes, after the comet Rhea M passes close to Earth. Why is it called Rhea M?
Well, you ignorant bastard. I do believe that it's pronounced Rhea M.
Oh, Rhea M. Well, I'm sorry. Still sounds like a sassy waitress.
It sounds like some sort of traveler's illness.
Nobody likes traveler's diarrhea.
It sounds like you're going to be on the toilet for a while. How old were you when you first saw this film?
I saw this probably when it was on the new release wall. This would have been my primetime national video era, so I definitely saw this from the new release wall. Never saw it in theaters, though.
I actually kind of saw Maximum Overdrive in the theater.
Kind of? Did you peek through a door?
No, my father actually took me to go see it, and right up into that special scene with the kids playing softball, got pulled right out of the theater by my ear.
Oh, really? So you didn't get too far in the theater. You saw the first few minutes, because this opens up wholesale carnage very early in.
The movie starts off with, fuck you, you are an asshole. And I think that's to the audience. But to a 9-year-old, that was just amazing.
So is Maximum Overdrive the answer to your initial question? How much cocaine is too much cocaine?
If you want to see how damaged, how emotionally fragile Stephen King was at that point, check out the trailer.
Hi. My name is Stephen King. I've written several motion pictures, but I want to tell you about a movie called Maximum Overdrive, which is the first one I've directed.
Wow.
What in the dickens is going on around here?
A lot of people have directed Stephen King novels and stories, and I finally decided if you want something done right, you ought to do it yourself.
Who was driving it? I don't know.
It was my first picture as a director, and you know something? I sort of enjoyed it. I just wanted someone to do Stephen King right.
You want a war? You got one.
I just want to get the hell out of here.
So come and spend some time with me and my friends at the Dixie Boy. Spend some time in the dark.
Please don't let us be in the dark.
Help me.
I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. And that's a promise.
You're going to get us in an awful lot of trouble, man.
We already in trouble.
Maximum terror.
Jesus coming and he is.
Maximum King.
Maybe tomorrow will be our world again.
Dino De Laurentiis presents Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive.
It's so brilliant that you bring it up as though he was making an intentional disservice to his fans. Like, I think he probably thought this was good at the time.
This movie does not take itself too seriously, and I think that's the major problem. I think a lot of people were expecting Stephen King, the master of horror fantasy. I don't think he really knew what was going on. He's made the claim that he doesn't remember filming it, and cocaine has just wiped his memory out, and that's why this film was an absolute disaster. I don't buy that, and quite frankly, I don't think that that's fair to cocaine.
We still haven't really talked about what this movie's about. All the machines on Earth come back to life, and they're all homicidal maniacs. It's not like there's some good machines, some bad machines. every machine is out to kill every human.
I don't know if the film follows its own rules. We have transport trucks, we have steamrollers,
Drawbridges.
hair dryers, remote controls, arcades, yet cars are not sentient.
Why? So I know what you're doing. You're leading me to the end when this movie is about something a whole lot more.
Yes, it was the rise of Japanese technology in America.
So the cars.
Oh.
Oh. All right, Philip. I'm not sure if I need to roll up another draw to truly appreciate this picture. But listen, the survival snack pack. Why Jack Daniels?
Well, Jack Daniels is the ultimate drink for tonight's movie because this is truly a heavy metal rock and roll film. You can hear AC/DC coursing through this entire film. And I also think if we keep drinking this, we're going to be unhinged, which I think is a nice little theme to this movie.
Philip, yeah, okay, so it's fitting with Jack Daniels. What are we eating?
Well, because it's Stephen King, I couldn't think of anything more terrifying than Scarios.
I'm Scarios. Spooky spaghetti with tomato sauce.
Yeah, this tin is rusted and pretty swollen. I did my best and I finally tracked one down. But this, with a pairing of Jack Daniels, I think it might neutralize any botulism that could potentially happen as a result.
Curtis!
Curtis! Corey, we're gonna get alcohol poisoning if we keep this up, man.
Oh, God. Philip, what were they thinking when they made this movie? I mean, it has a high body count. It kills a child. There's a lot of things going on.
What you're seeing on the screen here is actually a restrained, tamed down version of what King filmed. Behind the scenes, a stuntman actually lost his eye during the lawnmower scene.
Did the machines really take over?
There is so much footage that ended up on the cutting room floor because, as you know, Stephen King and George Romero were really good friends. I mean, they go back a while and they worked on Creepshow. When Stephen King showed him a rough cut with all the gore footage inside, Romero turned to him and said, "This film has made me physically ill."
From Romero. Gosh, that's a disappointing thing to hear.
He's up there, one of the earliest guys who showed people actually eating organs out of people's stomachs. And he's turning to Stephen King and saying, "Man, you've gone too far this time." This movie is balls out. We see a child get run over from a steamroller. Even though it's edited, there is like a couple of seconds, I think there's like maybe 7 seconds of footage where the kid's head explodes.
Yeah. Anytime you kill a child, you are,
But you don't kill children in movies.
Well, Stephen King has no problem doing it.
I don't understand this film whatsoever.
Curtis!
Oh God. Oh. This is a bad idea, said the producer to Dino De Laurentiis.
Oh, I know who the producer was. Martha. I can't remember her last name. What was her last name?
Oh, Martha. Superman's mom.
Yeah.
It's Martha Kent.
No, Martha Bruce. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
I don't actually read Superman. I only read highly esteemed comics like Sandman while I'm listening to The Cure, screaming into my poster of The Crow.
I read Watchmen once a year.
If a book has more than 4 illustrations, it's right into the goddamn garbage.
That's the Hugo in us. That's what Hugo would say.
What is that asshole up tonight?
I was just gonna ask
Let's
you.
give him a call.
Yes, we need to...
Oh no! We're drunk dialing!
Are you gonna call Hugo now?
Yeah, that asshole gives us enough problems.
What do you think he's doing right now when he answers the phone? What is he doing?
He's probably working on his biography, that dickhead.
Well, Ebert's correct. It is a labyrinth at times, and when the murderers don't even seem to know who they are. Actor M. Emmett Walsh is saying, "Who the fuck is this?"
Hugo, you dickhead! What are you doing?
Oh, these two buffoons. I'm reviewing a film, you idiots.
What? What?
Blood Simple. It's the first Coen Brothers film, if you're even interested in that.
Oh, how nice. Well, we're talking about Maximum Overdrive.
Yes, well, if you choose to wallow in mediocrity, do so on your own time.
Hugo!
Come on, hang out, be on our show.
If your show was any more base, you'd be flicking shit at one another.
We got some blood, we got some Jack Daniels. Hugo, you dickhead. We'll talk to you later. Asshole. Here's an interesting thing about this movie that I gotta ask.
You're a perfect example. Can I tell you something that confuses me completely? Is the epilogue says that there was a UFO destroyed by a satellite. So I'm assuming the satellite was a machine that was sentient in Rhea M. And then it blew up a UFO? What? I didn't understand the epilogue.
You see, your stupid minds. Stupid.
Here's what I take from this film. This is the 1980s version of Plan 9 from Outer Space.
The saucers are up there, and the cemetery's out there. But I'll be locked up in there.
In the end, they're saying that it's actually aliens. And then they destroyed it. Like, it cannot commit.
Can you prove that it didn't happen?
Do you know who Stephen King originally wanted to play the role that Emilio Estevez did?
Nick Nolte.
Bruce Springsteen.
Do you mean the Bruce Springsteen?
He was hell-bent on Springsteen playing, and there was a little bit of interest, but...
What kind of mad cocaine fever dream is that? When... Has Bruce Springsteen ever been in a movie?
No, but maybe Stephen King saw his sister, Pamela Springsteen, in Sleepaway Camp 2, and he was like, well, she's got chops, so clearly it runs in the family.
That's the guy I want to play in this movie.
Working-class Jersey boy who's just trying to save the world from sentient machines in a gas station. It makes sense to me.
I want to talk bank. What did this make at the theater?
Movie was made for about $10 million. Opening weekend, let's just give it a take. Let's not get nerdy about this. It made just under $4 million. In total, made $7 million. So it was a bomb. But we know on cable and VHS, this movie made its money back in spades. And here we are talking about it today in the apocalypse. This movie is a classic.
Talk to me, Joey.
It is a shithouse classic. I won't call this film a masterpiece because even the magazine that I loved the most when I was a kid, Fangoria, totally trashed this movie. But I will say it deserves to be saved because you know what? It's human. It was made by human beings with thoughts, impulses, addictions.
Philip, yes, this movie deserves to be saved because it is about the decline of the American civilization. It's about where we're going if we don't make changes. It really is a march towards the inevitable. And it might not be machines, it could be missiles from the sky, it could be drugs on the street. But the fact is, this movie is a parable that it could all be taken from us at any moment. So stop being a fucking asshole at a gas station. Step up and be awesome.
Maximum Overdrive, we salute you. Who made who? Well, we know who made you, and we love him too. Hi, my name's Philip Bernard. I hope you had some fun laughing with us here tonight. One thing that I'd like to point out to some of our viewers is that, yeah, we made kind of light of cocaine use here tonight, and that's definitely not the message that we're trying to get across on our show. Our job is to put a smile on your face and make you laugh. By no means is this real cocaine. It's actually baby laxative cut with speed. So stay safe out there, okay? Be careful what you're buying.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!